Wild Adventures with Mary, Mark and Tito. Chapter 1. The Safari Expedition. Mary, Mark, and Tito were three best friends who loved nothing more than exploring the great outdoors. They had always dreamed of going on a safari adventure to see wild animals in their natural habitats. So, one summer, they set out on a journey to explore the vast savannas of Africa. As they drove through the grasslands, they saw many different animals. They saw zebras, giraffes, elephants, and even a pride of lions. The friends were fascinated by the way the animals moved and interacted with each other. They were particularly struck by the way the zebras and giraffes moved in harmony, with the zebras keeping an eye out for predators while the giraffes used their height to spot any potential dangers on the horizon. As they continued on their journey, they saw a group of elephants playing in a watering hole. The friends were amazed by the way the elephants used their trunks to splash water on each other, as if they were playing a game. They also saw a group of baboons grooming each other, carefully picking through each other's fur to remove any bugs or debris. But the highlight of their trip was when they came across a herd of wildebeests on the migration. They watched in awe as the wildebeests crossed a river, with crocodiles snapping at their heels. The friends could see the determination and strength in the wildebeests as they swam across the river, fighting against the current to reach the other side. The friends also got to learn about the conservation efforts in place to protect these animals, and the importance of preserving their natural habitats. They visited a wildlife reserve where they saw rangers working hard to protect the animals from poachers. They also learned about the dangers of habitat destruction and the importance of protecting the animals' homes. At the end of their safari adventure, the friends realized that the wild animals of Africa were not just interesting creatures to observe but that they also play a vital role in the ecosystem, and that it's crucial to protect them for future generations to enjoy. Chapter 2. The Trek Through the Rainforest. One day, Mary, Mark, and Tito decided to explore the lush rainforests of South America. They packed their bags and set off on a trek through the dense jungle. As they hiked deeper into the forest, they saw all kinds of amazing animals. They saw colorful parrots, monkeys swinging from tree to tree, and even a sloth hanging from a branch. The friends were fascinated by the diversity of life in the rainforest, and they quickly realized that each animal played a crucial role in the ecosystem. As they continued on their journey, they came across a group of capybaras, the largest rodents in the world, grazing on the riverbank. They also saw a group of macaws, the largest parrots in the world, flying overhead, and a family of tapirs, the largest land mammal in the Amazon, browsing on vegetation. They were struck by the adaptability of these animals and how they thrive in this unique environment. But the most exciting part of their journey was when they came across a family of jaguars. They watched in awe as the big cats prowled through the underbrush. They could see the power and grace of these animals as they moved through the forest, and they were amazed by the way they used their camouflage to blend in with their surroundings. The friends also learned about the importance of preserving the rainforests and the animals that call them home. They visited a research station where they saw scientists studying the rainforest and its inhabitants. They learned about the dangers of deforestation and how it not only destroys the homes of the animals but also disrupts the delicate balance of the ecosystem. They also learned about the importance of sustainable practices to preserve the rainforest for future generations. As they finished their trek through the rainforest, Mary, Mark, and Tito couldn't help but feel a deep appreciation for the beauty and complexity of the natural world. They realized that the rainforest was not only a fascinating place to explore, but it also played a vital role in maintaining a healthy planet. Chapter 3. The Dive into the Ocean. Mary, Mark, and Tito had always been fascinated by the creatures of the sea, so they decided to go on a diving adventure to explore the depths of the ocean. They dove down into the clear blue waters and saw all kinds of amazing sea creatures. They saw schools of colorful fish, giant manta rays, and even a pod of dolphins. The friends were amazed by the way the fish moved in harmony, creating mesmerizing patterns as they swam through the water. As they explored deeper into the ocean, they came across a group of sea turtles. They watched as the turtles gracefully swam through the water and laid their eggs on the sandy beach. They were struck by the ancient beauty of these creatures and how they had been around for millions of years. But the highlight of their dive was when they came across a group of whales. They watched in awe as the whales sang to each other, communicating over long distances. They were amazed by the intelligence and social nature of these gentle giants. The friends also learned about the importance of protecting these ancient creatures and their habitats. They visited a marine conservation center where they saw scientists working to protect endangered sea turtles and whales. They learned about the dangers of pollution, overfishing, and climate change and how it affects the ocean and its inhabitants. As they surfaced from their dive, Mary, Mark, and Tito couldn't help but feel a deep sense of responsibility to protect the ocean and its inhabitants for future generations to enjoy. Chapter 4: The Arctic Exploration. Finally, Mary, Mark, and Tito decided to brave the cold and explore the frozen Arctic. They packed their warmest clothes and set off on an adventure through the icy wilderness. As they traveled across the snow and ice, they saw all kinds of amazing animals. They saw polar bears, walruses, and even a herd of reindeer. The friends were amazed by the way the animals had adapted to survive in such a harsh environment. As they continued on their journey, they came across a group of Arctic foxes, scurrying across the snow in search of food. They also saw a group of harp seals, basking on the ice, and a family of snowy owls, hunting in the tundra. They were struck by the resilience of these animals and how they thrived in such a challenging environment. But the most exciting part of their journey was when they came across a family of majestic white wolves. They watched as the wolves roamed across the frozen tundra, and they were amazed by the way they worked together as a pack to hunt and survive. The friends also learned about the importance of preserving these incredible animals and their habitats. They visited a research station where they saw scientists studying the Arctic and its inhabitants. They learned about the dangers of climate change, and how it affects the Arctic and its inhabitants. They also learned about the importance of protecting the Arctic for future generations to enjoy. In the end, their wild adventures taught them the importance of preserving the Earth's wildlife and habitats. They had seen firsthand the beauty and diversity of the natural world, and they had learned about the importance of protecting it for future generations. They pledged to continue to learn and do their part in protecting the planet's biodiversity. They also made a promise to each other to continue to explore and discover new and exciting places, while also making sure that they do their best to not harm the environment. After their adventure, they returned home, with their heads full of memories, and their hearts full of a newfound appreciation for nature. They shared their stories with their family and friends, and they inspired many of them to also explore and discover the beauty of the world around them. Mary, Mark, and Tito had learned that even though they were just kids, they could still make a difference in preserving the planet's biodiversity.